How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Set this camera up so you guys. It keeps my table so clean. Phone just slipped down. So let me see if I can find something that'll keep this from slipping. All right, I think that's a little bit better. What's up, people? Grand rising. We made it through another sunset, and we was blessed to see another sun rising. Right? All right, back. So um, one of the things that I was talking about was um, like the Adam and Eve situation, which Adam and Eve was really a trip. You know what I'm saying? And I wish that the Bible could politic more on how Adam and Eve was, you know what I'm saying, like giving details, you know what I'm saying. I'm surprised they don't even have a movie about this. They got the Passion of Christ, you know what I'm saying, but why don't have the Adam and Eve thing? You feel me? But anywho, I was reading the Bible and I ran across um, the Abraham when Abraham had went to um, I can't really pronounce the person's name, but it was a kingdom he went to, and Abraham had his wife with him, Sarah, right? And Abraham told her, "You want to prove your loyalty to me? When we go to this kingdom, I want you to tell them that you are my sister, because if they find out that you're my wife, they'll surely kill me." Right? And Sarah was a beautiful, beautiful wife. So so she went to the kingdom. They went to a kingdom, and Sarah told the king when he asked who she was to Adam. I mean, not Adam, to Abraham. Um, she said that I'm his sister, right? So the king gave her gave them lambs, everything. And I believe the king had wanted to like lay with her or whatever. You feel me? However, you know what I'm saying. The king was never able to lay with Sarah, right? And so one day, as the king was sleeping, Jesus came to him in his dream, and Jesus told him the whole thing, like revealed to him who Sarah was and all of that stuff. And Jesus told that king that if he don't give Sarah back to Abraham, that he would Jesus would destroy them, would destroy a nation. And so that king that they was at, the kingdom that they was at, um, w- the uh, the king woke up and he called all of his servants and he told them about the dream. And the servants was like, basically like, in other words, are you kidding me? You mean to tell me that because you was doing this and that with her, that Jesus is gonna kill all of us? He's gonna destroy us? Give her back, give her back. You feel me? So the king ended up calling Sarah and Abraham in and told them, and he asked Abraham, like, why did you tell her to tell me that she was your sister? Why didn't you tell me that she was your wife? And so Abraham told him, he was like, well, because y'all would kill me if I told you that she was my wife. So, but basically, like like Jesus struck fear in them. Like Jesus, like they are so afraid of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? That the king, he wasn't necessarily like being out of shape about it or anything. He didn't punish them for it, but he did grant them more. Like he gave them more lambs. He gave them silver. He gave them gold. He gave them land. Um, and you know what I'm saying? And he like basically told them like, yo, y'all can still stay here, y'all good, whatever. You feel me? But I'm saying this to say this. Now, in this world that we're in, they it's like they give you an option to divorce. You know what I'm saying? But see, God brings everything together for a reason. And if you bring two people together for a reason, that's what was ordained. You feel me? Especially in marriage. You feel me? And so a lot of people tend to like throw throw the vows and stuff over their shoulder, even after, transgressions has been committed within the marriage or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because traditionally, oh, what, cheat? I'm gone type deal. You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand that in the Bible that the wives had servants, had female servants. You know what I'm saying? And so and the wives would let the female servants kind of lay with their husband. You know what I'm saying? So they can and then they'll get pregnant and have kids and stuff like that. Like a lot of that stuff was going on. You know what I'm saying? Which people call it like polygamy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But really in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? The wives had servants of their own, female servants. You know what I'm saying? Just like the husband have male servants. You feel me? And and so one of the servants, Abraham had sent one of his servants out to look for a wife for his son. And how his servant found the wife for Abraham's son. Um he said that I'm gonna stand by this spring and watch the people come drink water, me and my camels. And the woman, whichever, I'm gonna ask a woman if she could give me water. You know what I'm saying? Give me a drink of water. And if she gives me a drink of water, then if she says, I will give you a drink of water and I will also give your camels a drink of water. You know what I'm saying? Like then surely that will be the wife that will prove my journey a success, and that will be the wife that I've come and set out for Abraham's son. You know what I'm saying? And her name was Rebecca, right? So Rebecca had two brothers, and so so when Rebecca came along and said exactly what that servant said that what he would deem her to be a wife, the woman to be the wife that he was looking for, that he was set out to look for. He gave her, as soon as she said that, he gave her gold bracelets and he gave her a gold ring, like a gold nose ring. And so what happened was she went back home and she told her two brothers, she had two brothers, and she told them. So one of the brothers came back and was questioning him, and he was like basically saying like, why are you still standing by this spring? I prepared this house for you and a stable for your camels, and feed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize for not knowing this servant's name right at the moment. It's not coming to me because when I read this Bible, it's a lot of names that, you know what I'm saying? They just throwing names. But as I read more of it, I start to get familiar with the names. But so they went down there, and the servant told the brothers exactly what he did. He also told them that this is God's will right here, because this is exactly what I said. And then she came and did exactly what I said. So this is the one right here. And so he was telling them that they got to go. She got to go back with him. And see, the thing about it is, Abraham's son couldn't venture out with the servant. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the woman had to be on the faith type of deal. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, when it was the servant spent the night and the camel spent the night, and when they got up the next day, they was ready to go. And the brothers was like, no, don't go right now. They was like, stay for at least 10 days, right? And so the serpent was like, no, do not detain me. It's like it's time for us to go. And so he ended up like he gave the brothers lambs, like he gave them valuable gifts and all of that stuff because of this. But the brothers was like, we just gonna see what Rebecca say. So Rebecca got back and they asked her, do you want to journey with this man? And she said, yeah, I want to go. But will you say that too? You feel me? So she went back and they went back or whatever. And that's kind of like where I kind of left off at right there. Because right after all of that, Sarah, Sarah kind of dies. So I'm about to start reading about Sarah's death, right? But I'm saying all of this to say this, especially with what God joins together and brings together. You know how people say the same thing she did to him, she gonna do to that next man. That's true. It's true because it's what already has been brought together. And so if you deal with a woman that's married, like what's gonna happen is your stuff is gonna fall because she's already been joined with someone already. She's already been joined with someone, and they have to fix that. It doesn't matter what it is. They got to fix that. And the only way that they can fix that is to read the Bible, pick the Bible up. They have to. You. Okay, I'll tell you this. Excuse me if my nose running a little bit. I had ate a hot sandwich, y'all. Hot sandwich. But like you have to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior before you even get married. Because if you don't, like, or if you don't have a certain level of salvation, how is that marriage going to survive? Make it make sense for me. Now, I got 3 children and they've been suffering. They've been suffering because of the things of this world. Because of me not being the man of God that God wanted me to be. And me not leading my household with God, with Jesus Christ in it. And so now I have a wife out here who I don't want to speak bad about her, but the world is dealing with her. And I tell her like we don't even talk on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I tell her, I apologize for how this world has been to you. And I also apologize for not being that man of God that you really needed, whether you knew that or not. You know what I'm saying? And so I say, you like as a man of God, you have to be able to pick this book up, and you have to be able to read that book. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry if my nose. You see my nose running. I apologize. But as a woman, you also supposed to be a woman of God, and you're supposed to pick that book up and read it. And if you guys are growing together, you both can pick that book up, or one can pick the book up and then read and politic to the other one, whoever has the highest salvation. You know what I'm saying? And so, therefore, like I'm really tired of my children suffering. Um, I weep for them, but see, I don't just weep for them though. I weep for all of God's children, all of God's children. So I done made it my duty. Like I made it my duty to reach out. I had God bless me with the gift and the voice of gathering and calling, and so it's my duty to set out, talk to people about this. And God, He uses me in ways you wouldn't even believe. He uses me, but see, to Him it's natural, and we all have natural ways, like natural God-given ways. But because of this world, because of the things that's in this world, it clouds that. Do you even know why all of this stuff is? All of this stuff, this phone, this couch I'm sitting on, all of this everything is an insult. It is to prove to us, the people, the ruler of this world, prove to us that they can do better than what Jesus can do for us. That's why we got all these materials and these cars and all of that crap. All of this stuff is to basically substitute faith. All of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what all of this stuff is about. It's in the Bible. Now, you the type, people the type that depend on government to do this and that. Like Jesus said, I'm better. I have better. Right? Now, for further validate what I'm saying, like all of like what I'm telling you right now is Jesus sending me to you. Regardless on if this an app or whatever the case is, I don't even care about that. This is not to entertain. This is a calling right here. Okay? This is an alert right here. Jesus called this an alert. When somebody come to you, or like when you notice somebody trying to do bad or scam you or whatever the case is, it's called an alert. And he wants you to pick the Bible up and start reading, because the either the words gonna you either gonna read across the words that you need to hear, or the words is gonna find you. But that's how that Bible goes. I'm telling you. Take it from me. Take it from me, y'all. You can go back and see my transition. Go back to my YouTube channel, go through my videos, see my transition. But I am surely a man of God. I don't want to dwell. I don't want to dwell in this world. I don't love this world. So just see me as a symbol of peace, yo. You can come to me, you can talk to me. We got the chat. I don't see no chats popping up, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like you, that's because you're being fed right now, and you got so much going on in your mind. I'm dropping so many jewels on you right now that you wouldn't even be able to conjure up a question, because now I'm connecting all these dots for you. I'm crossing all these T's and dotting all your I's. And I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You guys look back, and I tell people this, and I'm gonna tell you this too. Meet everything with reverence. Somebody being negative towards you, you know what I'm saying? Don't turn around and walk off. Just walk backwards. You know what I'm saying? So you can at least keep your eye on them, because when you got an anointment or anything like that, people want to harm you. People want to harm you. They want to hurt you. They want to take stuff from you to hurt you. Okay, all of this material and stuff like that, it's like it harms your emotion, like you know what I'm saying, and it makes your flesh act off of emotion. You know what I'm saying? It's the physical stuff. People like you know, since somebody come up here and take something of mine, I'm gonna be upset, and I'm gonna want to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? But see, no, because when you read the Bible, then you understand that they can have it. They can have it, because victory is mine already. Jesus sees all of that stuff. He told you. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, none of that stuff matters. None of it. Like somebody takes something from you, none of that matters. This is what they can't take from you. Read the Bible, go to school, get your education. This is what they can't take from you. They can repossess the car. They can put a padlock on your house with all the stuff in it that you sitting here working hard for. They can do all of that stuff. But they can't take this from you. They can't take your salvation from you. They can't take your anointment from you. They can't take away what the spot that you got in the kingdom of heaven. You got that spot and don't even know it. And I'm here to let you know that you have that spot. But you have to knowingly and have your own reasons on accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Do that. That's the first step to you. If you the type that you overly care, you're overly considerate. You know what I'm saying? You overly love people. You just give, you give. You know what I'm saying? And you don't expect nothing in return, but just positivity. Just speak good about me. You know what I'm saying? Then you need to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. I'm waking you up and letting you know that that's what He's waiting on from you. You just didn't know it. You have a king. You have a spot in the kingdom of heaven. See, this is what you don't know, and I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you this. I'm not mad with anybody. I'm not upset with anybody. Less is more. I mean, you guys, I can't make this stuff up. If I really, I'll walk this. I would wander this earth. I would wander this earth just to take in all of God's creations that He's done. Now I want to remind y'all too now. Do y'all even know why that flood even happened the first go round? Let me tell you. The flood happened because everything was in malice. All the any thought that was thought from a human was bad. Everything was in malice. So so Jesus got tired of it. Every thought that came across the human mind, everything that they was doing, just everything was going on. Jesus saw that and it displeased him. So he flooded the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. That's why. That's why he made Noah build that ark. That's why he put male and female animals all in it. It's because of the humans that he created wasn't right. They was bad. They was thinking bad. Everything was in malice. It was just horrible. So he flooded it. So a flood rain is a symbol of like cleansing. That's what that is. A flood and stuff, all of that stuff is a symbol of cleansing. So when you see it rain, it's a symbol of cleansing. And see, we all done heard how they're trying to control the weather and stuff like that. And I just told you guys that all of this stuff right here is basically them trying to prove to godly people, us, that they are better than Jesus. They got better stuff to offer. But this is the physical realm though. They only can control the physical realm. But see, Jesus, they control the spiritual realm. See, we're only here. We're gonna get old. God God used to have like them, like Noah and them used to live for 900, hundreds and hundreds of years. But see, when the first set of humans started doing what that he didn't want them to do, he made human live for about 120 years. That's about as far as you're gonna live, 120 years, if you can make it that far. You know what I'm saying? You can live 120 years. And so far I've known in that Bible for it was someone who lived, a human in the Bible who lived to be 127 years old. But he was human though. So anytime you see people talking about they can move stuff around with like they can make doors close and all that's this is cap. This is the physical realm here. Only thing moving around is physical. It takes human interaction. You have to physically touch it or you can blow it. But other than that, none of that stuff is real. That magic stuff is not real. Levitating and stuff is not real. This is the physical realm, and the physical realm that we're living in. This is the ruler here is trying to prove to us that they have better stuff for us than Jesus Christ Himself. But nothing is better than that spot in the kingdom of heaven. And Jesus, and y'all know this. Whoever's watching me know this that Jesus ain't broke no promises to you. He's done nothing to hurt you, nothing at all. But your people around you did though. Your family, your friends, your supervisors, all of these people, all of these people that's in the physical realm has broken promises and everything. So what does that tell you? It validates what I'm talking about. So I'm telling you now, pick the Bible up, get you an international Bible. If you can't necessarily get the regular Bible that has ye and yay and thigh and all that in it, them are kind of hard to pronounce and it kind of makes it hard to paint a picture as you're reading. But if you go and get an international Bible, you can read and don't be discouraged. Read 3 or 4 pages a day. I'm gonna tell you about since someone's watching me, I'm gonna tell you about the Adam and Eve thing that tripped me out. This would trip me out. Now, Jesus told them not to mess with that tree. Okay, everybody knows that what Adam was here first, and so what happened was he put Adam in a deep, deep, deep sleep, and he took a rib out of Adam and made his helpmate, which is a woman, which is like the tail, right? Adam was the head, and the woman is the tail. So what happened was he told both of them, don't mess with that tree. It may look good and all of that, but don't mess with it. In other words, and they, all right, you right. We ain't gonna mess with it. So they frolicking, they doing their own thing, and I guess Eve wandered off. You know what I'm saying? She was looking at the tree, and she was just like, ooh, that tree look good. Good God Almighty, like you know what I'm saying? It looked great, like, but she, you know what I'm saying? And then here comes the serpent hanging on a branch, basically saying, you like that tree? You like that fruit hanging out that tree? Why don't you go over there and get you some? She says no. And he asked why not? And she said, Jesus said that we should not mess with that tree or surely we will die. Right? He says, certainly you will not die. Go get some of that fruit. And so Eve went over there. She convinced Adam. And they both ate it. And so what happened was once they ate it, they realized that they was naked. You know what I'm saying? They got private parts. Now it is now. They realize they got private parts and stuff. So Eve started making clothes for her and Adam. And when Jesus came back he started walking in the garden, he was looking for him. And he kept asking, like, where y'all at? Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? And so Adam, they end up hiding in the bush. And so when Jesus came around, they asked, they were trying to talk to him through the bush. And so he was like, where are y'all? Why can't I see y'all? And so Adam says, well, because we're naked. And so Jesus says, naked? What you mean naked? So y'all ate from that tree that I told you not to eat from? And then so they said, yeah. They said, yeah. And they said that the serpent said that they would not die or nothing to happen to them. So therefore, Jesus ended up cursing that serpent to crawl on his belly on this earth for forever, basically. So we got snakes. All right. We got snakes. They won't grow no feet and nothing. They're gonna forever slither because of that. And what he did was he punished Adam to toil this soil. And he's gonna eat whatever comes from out the soil. You know what I'm saying? That's why we eating peanuts, potatoes, um, corn come from the soil. Watermelon, um, sweet potatoes, like all of that stuff, right? And to toil the soil, he's gonna work this ground. And Eve got punished with child labor pains, like unbearable, really. You know what I'm saying? And so he punished them and he accepted them and he just adapted. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is a trip. I mean, I think Eve was really a trip. It ain't no telling what my boy went through, but you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what happened. And you know what I'm saying? I really would like for the Bible to politic more on this whole Adam and Eve type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I hear something or see something later on in the book about it. But you guys, I want to let you know, like, with everything, when you come in contact with a lot of stuff, you got to meet it with reverence, and you can't sit here and have an argumentative spirit, and you can't sit here and be on the edge ready to curse somebody out and snap on somebody. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand that a lot of people's been rebuked, and so, you know what I'm saying, they don't even know it, but they do know it. If you understand what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? They try to forget it. But a lot of people, we live amongst a lot of people that's been rebuked. And see, you know, they just want to live alone. That's why, like, those ghost videos and stuff, they go out to a house that's been abandoned way out somewhere and it's completely surrounded by rubbish like trees and crap, just all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It start with the M, maleficent, something, mal, something type spirits or whatever. But that's where they dwell. They dwell in those type of places. You know what I'm saying? And you will see doors move by themselves and stuff like that because they filled with rage. They're angry because they didn't make it into the kingdom of heaven. When they passed, they stayed here because they love this world. They love this world so much that when they passed over to actually go into the kingdom of heaven, they chose to stay here. They're bound here. That was their punishment. Whatever they was doing here, they got rebuked, and their punishment was to stay here. And all forms, since they already then graduated from the physical form, they're in the energy form now, and they're bound. They can't go anywhere. They're gonna wander this earth. So not a lot. So just know that, you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with somebody who's angry, 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 and they don't want to pick up a Bible or, whatever, you pick up a Bible. Bring a Bible around them and just start reading. Don't tell them you're gonna start reading it. You start reading it out loud and see what it do to them. Now the Bible can do two things. It can either push somebody away or it can bring somebody to you. Now if it pushes them away, that's your understanding right there on what's going on. But if it brings them to you, that's your understanding of what's going on with that person. Okay? Now, I've been up here for 30 minutes, and I don't really be expecting to be up here for that long. But when duty calls, duty calls. All right. Um, and again, just know, you know what I'm saying, when somebody's married, don't deal with married women, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to tell you, like, take it from me, in that Bible, Jesus told that king that he was going to kill his nation. He was going to do all of that if he hadn't gave that woman back. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know about the plagues and stuff like that too. It's real. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? And see where I'm at now, especially spiritually, like I weep for my wife. I weep for my children. You know what I mean? Like, and I long for them and crave them. But see, once like really once I accepted Jesus real for real, which I've really always had a pure heart. I've always had a pure heart. I've been baptized when I was about maybe 4. You know what I'm saying? And I've had a pure heart ever since then. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I really I just weep for everybody. I can't help it. You know? So whenever, you know, things like whichever come first, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting everything in God's hand, and God He's a merciful God, yo. And if He's merciful, you can be merciful too. You know, like if He can accept you for stealing or making somebody's life hard or miserable or whatever the case is, if you can come to Him, if you can go and you can pray and then you can ask for forgiveness and stuff like that, then at the same time you ought to be able to forgive people for doing stuff to you. Amen. Excuse me, my nose trying to run on me. I apologize, y'all. I apologize for my nose. All right. So, if anything, I would leave you with just understand the power of forgiveness and don't forgive nobody just because somebody else saying forgive them. Know why you're forgiving someone. Accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior so you'll know and you will be able to actually absorb the real feeling of forgiveness. Because we're all here to satisfy Jesus Christ. He died just so he can save us from the people here. Because remember that flood? Now, he didn't really like, you know, want nobody saved other than Noah and his family. So think about that. He died so he can save us. And this world will use us against us. People cutting out the lights, they discolor. Yep. People coming to repossess your car, they discolor. Mm-hmm. Think about it, yo. Think about it. All right. I appreciate you guys for watching me and taking in this. Don't forget to hit the like button. You know, if you stop through, just make sure you hit the like button. So, you know what I'm saying? I know that I'm saving people hearing their messages. I already know people hearing their messages in a way. I already know this. You know what I'm saying? Um, Pray for yourself, but pray for everybody else first. All right. See you guys. Thank you for watching.